Alright, so as you can see, I have a bunch of stuff laid out here. What I am doing is making a sifter that floats. This is all 1 inch. Now, a lot of other people that made these videos and made these things actually went with 3/4 inch. Well, I want something bigger, more durable, and so I will be walking you through this process. So basically, these are going to be for the handle, and this is what we're going to use to connect. So let me get started and I'll get right back. Alright, so you loosely fit it together. You want to make sure it's flat, so you don't want it to be bowed up or anything. And I need to eventually go back and cut smaller pieces that are going to attach to here with the elbow. There'll be another tube here, and that will be actually be for the handle. The flotation devices will go on here, 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 and here, and the other handle will be over here. So you just put it together like that. Put your T's on. Now that I know it's all fit, and by the way, this is, like I said, 1 inch tube, PVC. Each one of these is 18 inches. Now you can do a 12 inch if you want. You can go bigger, 20 inch, 22 inch. It all depends on what you want, but I think this is perfect. Perfect size to fit in a car and a truck. Won't be too big and bulky. And like I said, at 1 inch, man, that's just perfect. Nice and sturdy. And another thing I did, which you're going to probably want to do as well, is I took sandpaper and I sanded down the edges here, and I sanded down everywhere that these are going to go into. So what I'm doing is it's kind of like paint. You want something that cement is going to stick to. So you're getting all this shiny clear finish off of here. And just, you don't have to kill yourself doing it. 150 grit sandpaper is what I used. But it scratched it up enough that the cement will hold. So I'm going to start now, cement this, and then be right back. One thing I wanted to show you, you don't want to do these outer holes when you're putting these on. This is going to be going on here. So what you want to be gluing is in here, because the other piece is going to attach, and in here, and also on the tube itself. But leave these outer ones alone, because that's where your handle's going to go, and you don't want the glue to dry, especially if your handle's not ready to go in yet. I'm just going to do the base, let it dry for a while, and I'll go back and do the handle. All right, so there you go. Just make sure you don't get it backwards putting these on. You always want that one piece facing outward, because that's where your handles are going to go. And have a little rag with you too for, you know, any of the over spill, like on here. And it gushes out once you put it in, but it's all right. So I have another thing I'm going to be doing at the very end to really make this thing look complete. But all right, on to the next step. We're going to cut out a piece of PVC, so we put the handle piece on there, just like that. And we'll have another piece running down here, same size as that, 1 inch. And here's the cement. I went with the clear. And so far, I'll tell you what, it does seem to start drying pretty quickly. So you do as soon as you apply it, you want to get the piece on pretty quick. All right, we'll be back. All right, so in order to make the handle, you're gonna need this little piece here. It slides in here, and also slides in this elbow. What I also like to do is, you see like the fray on there from cutting it. I'm gonna take file it down, make it look nice. See, and I know it's going to be inside here, but you know, I try to be as professional as possible. So let's get to making this handle. Go and cut 2 inch pieces for the handle. It'll go in here, and then this elbow will go on like that. Now I was running out of PVC, so I went with 1 3/4 inches, and that should be fine. That's plenty enough area there to stick the glue. I'm going to sand them down like I originally stated, so that the cement has something to stick to. All right, we'll be back. So I was thinking about it. Probably be a good idea if, before I put the handles on, get the netting on it. And I got this at Lowe's, 24 inch, 10 foot long, and it's a 1/4 inch. You don't want something too wide, because you don't want, if you find little shark's teeth or sea glass, you don't want it to fall through. This was about $13. Sadly enough, I couldn't find a smaller one, but hey, if I make one in the future for somebody, at least I'll have plenty of this left. So that's a bonus. So I'm going to lay this out, get it measured up, and then what I'll do is I'm going to start attaching it. So let me get this measured out and cut. My cutter's here. I'm going to need that. And boy, does this look like fun. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, and as you can see, I got the screen cut. Now if we're doing an 18 by 18, you want to do this screen, I measured it out so it fits perfectly on here. It's 20¼ inches. You don't want it to overhang. You want it to be right in the middle, like that. And this is being difficult because I've got one hand that I'm doing this with. Come on. Anyway, you get the idea. So then, oh, and by the way, when you roll out the wire, you want to take one of the corners from that, line it up a while, you know, on center, and then you want to come to this side, and you want to just mark off. What I did is I took the Sharpie, and as you can see here, it's black. I just made a line up it, and then I took snips. The thing about it is, with these things, you get these that hang off the edges. These are brutal. So you take a pair of snips, you can get close with these. But thanks to my grandfather, got these old bad boys here. And this actually goes down, right down the side, real nice, and just you cut all those edges off and get it almost smooth. Look at that. And you get some here and there to kind of stick out. I just took a file, kind of filed it down a little bit, but you got to be careful because these can bust off the welds. So anyway, and what you could do, I was thinking actually about doing is take it. See, there's one sticking up there. I have to knock that one down. But I was going to take some Gorilla Tape, white Gorilla Tape, and just fold it over and just kind of go down each side, so it's, you know, you're protected. So you're not going to. But this is pretty close. I mean, that is smooth. So I guess I'll get that snip back out and get these down a little bit better. So anyway, get this thing lined up. And then you want these. I got 11-inch. Now this is going to be for putting on the pool noodles. That's what's going to make it float. And you got 8-inch here. Now I have heard that you want to use the ultraviolet, UV resistant, and it would kind of make sense. I mean, I guess the bottom wouldn't matter because it's going to be covered anyway, the ones that are going to hold the screen down. But the ones on top, I would say yes, because think about it, if you're out in the ocean, you're looking for shark's teeth or sea glass or seashells or, you know, gold, this is going to be exposed to the sun because it's going to be on top. And I wanted clear because I kind of am going with a red, white, and blue theme. They didn't have clear, so I went with black. So this will have to do for now because we are heading to the shore this week, and I don't want to have to wait and order it offline. So I'm going to get to work setting this up, and I will show you my progress. All right, so what I did was I lined it up where I wanted it, and then I started here, put one in here, and then I put one in here. But also did some on the other side as well. That way this wouldn't move. And I just worked my way around. Now I counted in three little holes. 1, 2, 3, and I put the zip tie through. Same with over here. 1, 2, 3. Put the zip tie through. All the way around. Third hole in. See? So now what I'm going to do is continue down and just keep putting them in so many inches apart, so many centimeters apart, whatever. And then I'm also going to be putting this down as well because you don't want these corners sticking up. That could be bad news, especially for a child. So, on with the project. And yes, this takes a little while. You're not going to get it done in an hour. Trust me, especially cutting this out. It ain't going to take an hour. Trust me, it's going to take you probably half the day. All right, getting back to it. All right, so there you have it. Tightened her down. I started here, counted over every 7th slot. I put one of these on. Now, of course, you want to trim them off as close as you can, but then spin it to the inside like this. Spin them down, and don't worry yet. You know, these things are pretty sharp. They will cut you, but you don't have to worry about it. They're going to be down and out of the way. See? Plus, they're going to be getting covered up with something. So, no worries. You or your children will not be getting cut by this. But there it is. There you have it. This part's done. See? They're all spun to the inside. All right, now time for the fun part. Time to make her float. All right, and there we go. We're getting there. While I was doing this, I started realizing why people use 3/4 inch PVC, because the center of these 3/4 inch fits in there perfectly. So you really have to torque down on these ties to try to get that as close together as you can. See what I mean? You got a little gap in there. So it looks like I'm gonna have to make another one with 3/4 inch, but even still, this is gonna be perfect. Add more noodles to this side and this side, and then the handle, we're finished. And the measurement of this was 16.5 inches. Coming along nicely though. I just wish I would have had white, or clear, I mean. UV resistant. Would have been great. So, it's getting dark. I will be finishing this up tomorrow. Alright, there you go. Almost finished. Last step here is to do the handle. I'll take this 2-inch piece that I cut. Go in here like this. Then this goes on, followed by that, and we got our handle. Another thing too, I had shown earlier in the video how there was a gap in here. Well, if you grab a hold real tight and squeeze, it actually will push the zip tie tighter. And you can get a pretty tight fit. Like I said, I went with 1 inch. Probably should have went with 3/4 inch. But it worked. So, all right, on to the handle. All right, there it is. It's finished, finally. And as you can tell, it is nighttime. The only thing I have left to do is I'm going to sand this down, make it abrasive, and then I'm going to paint it with white, and then I'm going to put a protectant over top of it, like a clear coat. Real quick tips. When you're putting on this piece here, start with this one, okay? I lined it, lifted it up, by sight, and made sure it was in line with the rest of it. And then this cement dries so fast. I attached this piece, and then I came over to this one here. And what I did was I put glue on each side, on here, and then on this tube itself. What I did was I slipped it onto here and on here at the same time. And then I pushed it tight and pushed it tight this way. Earlier, I had made a mistake of actually just making the handle itself. And it didn't fit. I pushed these down way too far, and it was just like millimeters off. I couldn't get it on. And like I said, this cement dries so fast, I couldn't pull it apart. So I just ended up making a new handle. But there you have it. The only thing I want to do, the only thing I have left to do yet, what I would like to do, is I'm going to add a leash. Whether it be a boogie board leash or attached to my wrist, or get like a nice rope with one of those clamps like you see rock climbers use. Put it on my belt loop, but my bathing suit doesn't have a belt loop on it, so I'm gonna probably go with a long boogie board leash and attach it to my wrist. That way if a wave hits, it's not going to suck it away and pull it away. One more thing I want to do, I want to add a little catch container here with a lid on it. So whatever I find, whether it be shark's teeth, sea glass, money, gold, an army tank. Well, I don't think an army tank would fit, but I just put my findings in there, screw the lid on, and I have it, you know. So there you have it. One more thing too, because I had mentioned about how these, I went with 1 inch, and I should have went with 3/4 inch, because 3/4 would have fit through here perfectly through the noodle. I had to use more of these to tighten it down, and honestly I think it kind of looks like crap. So I mean, I could have went with one here, you know, one here, one here, one here, rather than all of those on each one. So when I go with 3/4 inch pipe, make my next one, we'll see how it looks. It's going to look a lot better, look more cleaned up, but hey, this does the trick. And I cannot wait to use it this coming week. We will be at the shore, and I'm going to put this thing through the gauntlet and see how well it stands up.